She ruled every runway, every magazine, and every camera flash. The world couldn't stop watching her until one day she vanished.
She was the face that launched 1,000 dreams.
Cut my hair off and I went to Milano to do the shows. I was booked for like 20 shows. About 15 of them canceled.
Change her look with a single haircut and make the entire fashion world follow. But what happens when the face that defined beauty itself disappears overnight?
No appearances, no photos, and no answers. And when the truth finally came out, it left the entire fashion world stunned. Linda Evangelista was born May 10, 1965, in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. Her parents, Marisa and Tommaso Evangelista, immigrated from Italy. Her father worked for General Motors. Her mother was a bookkeeper. Linda grew up as the middle child with two brothers. In 1984, at age 19, Evangelista moved from Canada to New York City. She signed with Elite Model Management. The agency sent her to Paris that same year. Her first major breakthrough came in September 1987, when she appeared on the cover of French Vogue. That year, she married Gerald Marie, head of Elite's Paris branch. They divorced in 1993. The transformation that would define her career happened in 1988. Photographer Peter Lindbergh convinced Evangelista to cut her long hair into a short, boyish crop. Initially, the decision backfired. She was cancelled from 16 of the 20 fashion shows she was scheduled to work that season. Fashion shows and magazines typically booked models with long, stylized hair. But within months, the haircut sparked a global trend. Evangelista appeared on covers sporting her new look. The industry christened her the Chameleon for her ability to dramatically alter her appearance. In January 1990, Evangelista appeared on the cover of British Vogue alongside Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, Tatjana Patitz, and Christy Turlington. Photographer Peter Lindbergh shot the cover. The image captured significant attention across the fashion world. Singer George Michael saw the cover and requested the models appear in his music video for Freedom 90. Fashion designer Gianni Versace hired Evangelista, Campbell, Crawford, and Turlington to walk his runway together at his 1991 couture show. The audience gave a standing ovation. Industry professionals mark this event as the official debut of the supermodel era. Evangelista, Campbell, and Turlington were regularly booked as a trio. The industry called them the Holy Trinity. American singer RuPaul referenced the phenomenon in the 1993 hit song SuperModel, which mentioned top models by first name only. In October 1990, Evangelista told Vogue magazine during an interview with Jonathan Van Meter, "We have this expression, Christy and I. We don't wake up for less than $10,000 a day." The quote became one of the most famous statements in modeling history. It reflected the financial power held by supermodels during the 1990s. Evangelista later said she felt the words would be engraved on my tombstone. Evangelista worked extensively with photographer Steven Meisel throughout her career. She became his longtime muse. She holds the record for the most appearances on the cover of Vogue Italia, all photographed by Meisel. She appeared on the cover of Vogue more than 700 times during her career. In April 1992, Evangelista and other supermodels appeared on the cover of Vogue's 100th anniversary issue. The issue remains the magazine's best-selling edition. Fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld and Gianni Versace regularly hired Evangelista as a muse. She worked on campaigns for Chanel, Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, and Revlon. In 1995, she signed a deal with Clairol worth over $5 million. Evangelista appeared in fashion documentaries Unzipped in 1995 and Catwalk in 1996. In 1997, she received the industry's Lifetime Achievement Award, presented jointly by Vogue and VH1. Unlike her fellow supermodels, Evangelista chose not to diversify into ventures outside modeling. She retired from her career in 1998. She made a comeback 3 years later, working sporadically. Her last significant runway appearance occurred in 2007 at a 60th anniversary show for Christian Dior. In 2008, viewers of the television show Fashion File voted her the greatest supermodel of all time. In August 2015, Evangelista underwent her first CoolSculpting treatment. CoolSculpting is an FDA-approved procedure manufactured by Zeltic Aesthetics. The procedure uses cryolipolysis to freeze fat cells in targeted areas. The body then naturally burns these dead cells, removing stubborn fat without surgery. Health Canada also approved the procedure. Between August 2015 and February 2016, Evangelista received 7 CoolSculpting treatments. The sessions targeted her chin, thighs, bra area, abdomen, flanks, and back. In June 2016, doctors diagnosed Evangelista with paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, abbreviated as PAH. The American Society of Plastic Surgeons describes PAH as an unexpected increase in the number of fat cells. Instead of reducing fat, the procedure caused her fatty tissue to thicken and enlarge in the treated areas. PAH manifests as hard, protruding lumps under the skin. The condition is colloquially referred to as the stick of butter effect because results look as though a person has a solid stick of butter under their skin. The shape of the mass underneath the skin has the rectangular form of a prism due to the applicator's shape that reduces fat cells. Evangelista told People magazine that hard protrusions at the top of her inner thighs prevented her from wearing dresses without a girdle underneath. Her bare thighs would chafe to the point of almost bleeding. Evangelista underwent 2 corrective liposuction surgeries attempting to fix the deformities. The first surgery occurred in 2016. The second happened in 2017. The PAH returned after each surgery. "I wasn't even a little bit better," she said in a previous interview. A 2018 editorial published in Science Daily estimated PAH occurs in approximately 1 out of every 4,000 CoolSculpting treatment cycles. However, more recent data suggests higher incidence rates. The American Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons reported in November 2020 that a multi-center study from January 2015 to December 2019 showed the incidence may be as high as 0.039%. This means as many as 1 patient in 256 treatments may experience paradoxical adipose hyperplasia from CoolSculpting treatments. An evaluation published in the Aesthetic Surgery Journal in 2021 reviewed 8,658 cycles of CoolSculpting in 2,114 patients across 8 Canadian clinics between January 2015 and December 2019. The current manufacturer reported incidence was previously approximately 1 in 4,000 treatments. More recent studies demonstrate a 1 in 138 incidence. For nearly 5 years, Linda Evangelista vanished from public view, avoiding cameras and fashion events. In September 2021, she revealed on Instagram that she had been brutally disfigured by a CoolSculpting procedure that caused paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, PAH, a rare side effect that made fat cells grow instead of shrink. She said the condition left her permanently deformed despite 2 painful corrective surgeries and sent her into deep depression and self-loathing. Evangelista filed a $50 million lawsuit against Zeltique Aesthetics, the maker of CoolSculpting, claiming she was never warned about PAH. Court filings described it as a serious adverse effect where targeted fat cells increase in size, forming hard, bulging masses. Her attorneys argued that Zeltique's website and marketing failed to mention PAH until 2019, long after her treatments in 2015 to 2016. The company had, however, disclosed the risk to investors as early as 2012. CoolSculpting's representatives responded that the treatment was well studied, with over 11 million procedures worldwide, and that rare side effects, including PAH, were documented for healthcare providers. Evangelista said the company offered free corrective surgery if she signed a non-disclosure agreement, which she refused. She chose independent surgery instead, though the results didn't restore her appearance. In early 2022, she broke her silence in People magazine, saying, "I can't live like this anymore, in hiding and shame." In British Vogue, she admitted vanity led her to try the non-surgical fat freezing treatment. It said, "No downtime, no surgery." And I drank the magic potion and it backfired. She added, "I used to be beautiful. Now I feel invisible." By July 2022, she announced she had settled the lawsuit, saying she looked forward to the next chapter of her life. Zeltique's spokesperson confirmed the resolution, emphasizing the company's commitment to safe aesthetic products. Around the same time, Evangelista made a powerful comeback, starring in Fendi's 25th anniversary campaign for its Baguette bag, photographed by Stephen Meisel. In August, she appeared on British Vogue's big fashion issue cover for the first time since 2014. Makeup artist Pat McGrath used tape and elastics to lift her jawline for the shoot, which Evangelista called a fantasy. She confessed, "I'm trying to love myself as I am." A month later, she returned to the runway at Fendi's New York Fashion Week show, closing the event in a Tiffany blue gown to a standing ovation from an audience including Kim Kardashian and Christy Turlington. In 2023, she joined the Apple TV Plus documentary The Supermodels, marking her full re-emergence. From the heights of 1990s fame to years of silence and recovery, Linda Evangelista's story is a haunting reminder of how the pursuit of beauty can destroy and then redefine what it truly means to be seen.